The second aunt managed the household finances, but in order to line her own pockets, she squandered the dowry left by the woman's late mother. To reclaim the family assets, the woman first seduced the second aunt into spending a large sum on buying an official position for the second uncle. Then she sabotaged this transaction, planting the seeds of suspicion in her grandmother's mind about the second aunt. Later, when the second aunt gave her inferior supplements, the woman directly reported it to her father. Her father understood the situation and took back the second aunt's control over the finances. The eldest sister, harboring resentment towards the woman, conspired with a notorious prince to tarnish the woman's reputation so that she and the second aunt could monopolize the family fortune. One day, the woman was invited to a banquet. Before the event began, she learned about the eldest sister's scheme. The woman decided to turn the tables. At the banquet, she pretended to be drunk and casually took the eldest sister's personal handkerchief. When she was later locked in a room, the woman had arranged for her people to arrive in time to knock out the prince who had intended to assault her. She then placed the eldest sister's handkerchief in the prince's pocket. The next morning, when the woman had not returned, her grandmother was greatly worried. The eldest sister took the opportunity to suggest that the woman had been involved with a man. However, the woman soon appeared, bringing with her some of the grandmother's favorite pastries to comfort her. Just then, the servants brought news that the eldest sister's affair with the notorious prince had caused a stir, showing evidence by presenting the eldest sister's personal belongings. The eldest sister could not defend herself, and in order to protect the family name, her father decided to marry her off. But as the eldest daughter, the grandmother still wanted to fight for her. The woman, seeing this, directly revealed the truth to her grandmother. The eldest sister was not the legitimate daughter of the family, but the second aunt's biological daughter, who should have been a concubine's child. When the woman was born, the second aunt had swapped her daughter with the woman's twin brother, which led to the current situation. To prove it, the woman took her grandmother to find the lost elder brother, who had disappeared years ago. After confirming the birthmark on his wrist, the grandmother finally reunited with her long-lost grandson. To expose the second aunt's true nature, the grandmother and granddaughter set a trap. One day, the grandmother pretended to go out and handed the warehouse key to the second aunt for safekeeping. In order to prevent her daughter from suffering and being married off to the notorious prince, the second aunt and her daughter emptied the warehouse, planning to flee that night. However, the woman and her people arrived just in time to block their escape. The woman presented evidence proving that the second aunt had been embezzling funds from the family for years. She also brought witnesses to testify that the second aunt had deliberately caused the elder brother to go missing and had swapped her own daughter for the legitimate heir. Her father, heartbroken, could not believe his brother could be so treacherous, leading to the death of his wife and the killing of his child. Ultimately, he sent the second aunt and her family to prison. However, when it came to his eldest daughter, despite everything, he could not bring himself to harm her. After he left, the woman, seeking revenge for all the suffering she had endured, slit her eldest sister's throat. A year later, during the Lantern Festival, the masked man who had once been close to the woman invited her to meet. Although the woman had already discovered his identity, she still felt hurt by his concealment of the truth. Reflecting on all they had been through together, she decided to give the man another chance, and in doing so, gave herself a chance as well.